Imagine starting a business with little capital and struggling with self-promotion because you are an introvert. Sounds tough, right? Well, our guest today faced those exact challenges, but instead of giving up, she has built a brand that keeps growing. Let's find out how. Hi Titi, it's good to have you on the podcast.
I'm honored to be here.
What do you think has contributed the most to the growth of Vera's empire?
Being consistent.
Many student entrepreneurs start businesses but struggle to keep them running. What do you think causes this inconsistency?
Yes, I would say they are not confident enough. In some cases, you don't need to say much. Let your work speak for you.
Do you think being a student entrepreneur has given you an advantage in any way?
Yes, because it made me to be an outspoken person.
If you could collaborate with a fashion brand, who would it be and why?
I have big eyes, so I will not lie.
Say it.
Campus Hustlers with Fatima Zakaria.
Imagine starting a business with little capital and struggling with self-promotion because you are an introvert. Sounds tough, right? Well, our guest today faced those exact challenges, but instead of giving up, she has built a brand that keeps growing. Let's find out how. Hi, welcome to yet another interesting episode of Campus Hustlers, your weekly dose of entrepreneurial spirit unfiltered. I'm your host, Fatima Zakaria. I am an entrepreneur, a corporate event anchor, a voiceover artist, and of course, I am a podcaster. Joining me on today's episode of Campus Hustlers is Titi, Vera Bakari, a final year student of Ahmadu Bello University in Zaria, pursuing a degree in educational administration and planning. She is a dedicated entrepreneur and the founder of Vera's Empire, a fashion brand specializing in female fashion wear, shoes, tote bags, hair bows, and scrunchies. Her entrepreneurial journey began in 2022 during her second year at the university. Like many young business owners, she faced the challenge of securing startup capital and struggled with advertising due to her introverted nature. Promoting her brand on campus seemed like an uphill battle, but through consistency and determination, she gradually adapted, learning to navigate the world of business and marketing. Now, with 3 years of experience, Vera's Empire has grown considerably, gaining recognition for its quality product and evolving to meet customer demand. Titi believes that challenges are inevitable, but persistence and resilience are the key to success in any entrepreneurial journey. With an unwavering commitment to growth, she continues to expand her brand while inspiring others to embrace business with confidence. Hi Titi, it's good to have you on the podcast.
I'm honored to be here.
How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Guys, Titi is also my friend. So she's trying to compose, she's trying to maintain her steam. Okay, so Titi, let's start this way. Can you share the story of how and why you started Vera's Empire?
Okay, let's start with how. First of all, I learned tailoring before I got admission into the university.
Alright.
So one fateful day, I was going to class with a friend of mine, and then I saw this student with tote bag. Then I don't even know the name of the bag. And then I was now telling my friend, I see this bag is beautiful. And I was so curious on how they make this bag. So I was telling her that I can make this bag. I was now telling her, okay, let's do this bag next semester. We sell it to students. I think this is what is trending on campus. And I believe we'll make sales. So that was the idea. Then after the semester, I went home. So I decided to go on YouTube because obviously where I learned tailoring, they didn't teach me how to make this bag. Yes. So I went on YouTube, watched the video. It was when I was watching the video online, that was how I saw the name. And then I was even calling it tote. Tote bag.
Yes, people do call it that too.
Okay, after watching the video, I said, let me put it into practice. Lo and behold, came out the way I wanted it to be. So I said, okay, let me sew small quantity and see how it will move. So okay, I think I was able to sew like 10 pieces, and that was how I started. Now we go to why. Okay, I'm a kind of person that don't like depending on people for assistance, most especially financial assistance. So okay, I said to myself, I have skill, I can do this. Let me use it to earn money. So that is why I started Vera's Empire, to be able to assist myself in school. Maybe I want to buy handouts. I will not wait for my family to send me money. I can easily do that.
Beautiful. I love your story, Titi. But then, Titi, can you tell us how did you get the startup capital for your business as a student?
Okay, I got my capital from my monthly allowance.
Okay.
I save up half part of it, and the other part I use it for my upkeep.
Wow, beautiful. So you actually started business with part of your monthly allowance. You saved your monthly allowance and you started business with it.
Yes,
That
yes.
is beautiful.
Thank you.
Not everybody have this kind of idea. Okay, so now in your bio, you mentioned that advertising was a challenge because you are an introvert. So how did you overcome this?
First of all, I made use of social media.
Okay.
That was my number one
Savior.
Because social media, I can post whatever I want to post.
Yes.
I can also communicate with my customer without seeing them face to face.
Yes.
Like I can say whatever I want to say to you.
Yes.
But if it's face to face, do I will be keeping my face? You know that this lady is shy.
Yes.
So I made use of the social media. And secondly, how I overcame this was then my 200 level. I stayed in Suleiman Hall. So I saw students going room by room advertising their goods. So I was like, I can do this too. Let me try. Let me give it a trial. So the next day after my lectures, usually is in the evening, I normally advertise my goods. So after lectures in the evening, I said, okay, let's give this a trial. The first room, it was not easy at all. Okay, I was holding the bag, so see me tote back. For me to just knock on the door, I stood there for over 5 seconds. Okay, and then I just said, okay, let's knock. I knock, and they were like, good evening, sisters. I have tote bags for sale. They're looking at me, you know that this lady is new to this.
Yes.
But despite that, I still continued doing it. But what motivated me that day, I made sales that day. I was so happy about it.
Yes.
So I continuously doing it. Presently, I can boldly advertise my business.
Without being shy.
Yes, I'll be shy to people. So
wow,
that's
beautiful. So now, Titi, can you tell us what do you think has contributed the most to the growth of Vera's empire over the past 3 years?
Being consistent, because I was doing it every day. That I was not reluctant. I was not discouraged. Yes.
Consistency is one thing that has contributed to the growth of Vera's empire over the past 3 years.
Yes.
Beautiful. So now, Titi, tell us, how do you juggle running a business with your studies in educational administration and planning? How do you do it? I know it must be a tough one.
Yes. Okay, first, I would say time management. There's time for everything. When it's time to do business, we do business. When it's time to study, we study. But mostly, I do my business during lectures days. That is when I do my business. But once it's test or exam period, I put a hold on my business. Yes. So when it's time to study, we do that. That is the main reason why I'm here.
Yes.
To study and to graduate with good
results.
Yes. So that's how I do it.
I get that. Okay, so now, do you think being a student entrepreneur has given you an advantage in any way?
Yes, because it made me to be an outspoken person. Yes, unlike me before, like I told you, I'm a very shy person. But now I confidently
advertise and let people know what you do.
Exactly. And I always derive joy in doing this business. Despite that, okay, there are some challenges, but despite the challenges, there's this joy
that comes with it.
Yes.
Especially when the money is even coming.
Yeah, exactly. Or especially, let's say, sometimes ideas will come. I picture it on my hand, and if I do it well, I will praise myself that day. Yes.
Wow, beautiful. Titi, what lessons have you learned so far since you started? What lessons have you learned so far?
Okay, I learned marketing strategies.
Okay.
I know how to attract customers. Time management, packaging, and of course, consistency.
Time management, packaging, and of course, consistency.
Yes.
So, out of all that you said, what caught my attention is the marketing strategy. So, can you share 2 marketing strategies with our listeners? They really love to learn from you. Just 2.
Okay. Students like our work. Even though something is cheap, like just a difference of, even though it's 5 naira, they will patronize you. So I'll make sure that, okay, if this person is selling a tote bag at the rate of 4,000 naira, then mine, I won't sell it at that rate because I need people to come and buy. I will reduce the price. Not that you over reduce it, you make sure that yes, you have your capital and your profit. So I reduce the price to attract customers. And secondly, my design. I create designs.
I do the regular things people do.
Yes, exactly. I try to create new design. So I'll say my designs are unique.
So that is a very good marketing strategy.
Thank
As
you.
much as possible to make your prices reasonable, attractive in such a way that you reduce the price so you can have a better turnover. And be creative too. If you see something online that you feel like, okay, student will love it, try and make a twist to it so that it does not look regular, to make it unique. This is a very beautiful marketing strategy Titi has just shared with us. Okay, so Titi, any success story so far? What has been your greatest achievement since you started Vera's Empire?
Okay, Vera's Empire is not that big now, but we are getting there by God's grace. Like I said earlier, I started with selling of tote bag, but along the line, I invested in selling boo gowns, scrunchies, hair bow, shoes, and other things. So to me, that is a success.
It is indeed a beautiful success story. Okay, so now, Titi, where do you see yourself after graduation? Titi, me and you, I know that you love money. I know that you love money. So tell me, do you plan to work with your degree or you just want to focus on business? What's your plan?
Okay. Yes, I love money. Me and money, we are 5 and 6. So after school, I would like to expand my brand. I would like to be a boss on my own. I also like to be boss to other people. By that, you see, I'm also creating job opportunity. Then coming to my degree, it's a 50-50. I might not. I will source out for white collar job, definitely. But I will not just depend on the white collar jobs. Yes. I'll be doing that and still running my business. Yes.
Okay, from what you just said now, you are so sure that you will continue with your business.
Yeah, I'm very sure
about that one.
Yes.
It's the white collar job you are still thinking, if the business is moving so well and the money is coming, why should I? I get it. I
wait till end of the month before I will receive cash.
Yes.
While I have business that will be popping in money every day.
Yes.
My digits will just be increasing. Exactly.
Okay, so now Titi, what advice do you have for student entrepreneurs?
Okay, I know it's not easy to be a student and still
running a business.
But first, I would say just have a positive mindset. Remove any negative thoughts. Secondly, connect yourself with people or friends that will encourage you, that will say positive things to you, friends that will motivate you to do better. And of course, I will still emphasize on that word, consistency. Please just be consistent in whatever you're trying to do. If you fail today, still try tomorrow. Keep on trying, keep on pushing until you achieve that thing that you're looking for. You never know what you can do unless you try.
Beautiful. You should have a positive thought. You should stay around the right people who are going to encourage you, and you should be consistent in whatever you do. These are the 3 golden advice Titi is giving us today on Campus Hustlers. Okay, so quickly before we dive into the second segment of the podcast, where can listeners find you in case they want to connect with you?
I'm on Facebook, Vera Bakari.
Okay.
You can get me on TikTok.
What's the name on TikTok?
Vera Bakari.
Okay, I will definitely drop that in the description box. Alright, listeners, we are about to dive into the second segment of the podcast. I hope you've been enjoying our conversation with Titi. Alright, so Titi and I, we are going to be looking at the topic, the power of consistency in business growth. As you can see, Titi is the right person to discuss this topic with us because she has been emphasizing on consistency throughout our conversation. Many businesses start strong but fade away within months. What separates those who succeed from those who don't? Today, we are going to look into the secret weapon of every thriving business, and that is consistency. And who better to discuss this than someone who has been building her brand for 3 years? So let's get into it. Titi, in your experience, what does consistency in business truly mean to you?
Okay, to me, consistency is continuously doing something, repeating same action or behavior until you achieve what you're looking for. That is consistency to me.
Okay, so now how has consistency played a role in the success of Vera's Empire?
Like I said, consistency has made me to become an outspoken person. I can talk to a customer without being shy or afraid, and consistency make me to communicate with students through my business. Yes, because they're always seeing me posting. She's always coming to our room to advertise. So you see, and of course I referrals. So it's through my consistency that I got all these things. Okay, if I was not consistent in doing this business, I wouldn't have achieved anything.
Beautiful. I get that. Okay, so now it does not rain every day.
Yes.
You understand? So now tell us, how do you stay motivated and consistent even when sales are low or challenges arise?
Okay, like I said before, I have friends that motivate me. They always encourage me. They always tell me that, Titi, okay, even though you don't make sales today, tomorrow is another day again. You go again, we try again. And no matter how little I sell, I always appreciate it. I'm always happy. Even though I sell one thing in a day, at least it's an achievement to me. I was able to sell something. So I always use that to motivate myself. Tell myself, okay, tomorrow maybe we'll sell more than one. There's always joy. I always tell myself, Titi, just be happy. Even my mom, she motivates me a lot. Like, she encouraged me a lot. She speaks positive words to me. She'll say, okay, don't give up. You have done your part. Just put in more effort. Trust me, you will see good results. And it has been helping me a lot.
Thank you, mommy. Shout out to mommy.
Yes.
All right, so now Titi, many student entrepreneurs start businesses but struggle to keep them running. What do you think causes this inconsistency?
Okay, first I would say they are not confident enough.
Okay.
In some cases, you don't need to say much. Let your work speak for you. If you are good in this, people will see it and they will look for you. And then if you lack self-confidence, there is no way you're going to achieve this. And what if? Remove it.
Self-doubt.
Exactly. Say positive things to yourself.
So Titi, tell me, what's one piece of advice you love to give someone who feels their business is stagnant despite their efforts?
Okay, my dear, just keep on doing it. Don't stop. Push. Add force. Let's say the force you are using is just 10%. Add another percent. Make it 50. Little by little, make it 100. Keep on pushing. Push until you achieve it. Forget about what others will say. Believe me, you will see good results.
Beautiful. Titi is telling you that you should keep on pushing. Keep on pushing. If your strength is 10% before, make it 20, 30. Till it reach 50. From 50, make it 100. Beautiful. All right, so Titi, has really been an amazing time with you. Thank you for coming on my podcast. But Titi, I have just one question for you before we end this conversation. Are you ready for my question?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, so Titi, if you could collaborate with a fashion brand, who would it be and why?
I have big eyes, so I will not lie. I have big eyes. Okay, hey, I will say Vicky James.
Wow.
Prudence.
I said one, sister.
Okay. Sorry.
So why Vicky James? Why Prudence?
Because she's good.
Because you mentioned two people already.
She's good. I love her work. Like, she's creative. And the way she make her designs, like,
everything about her is given.
Yes, it's given.
What about Prudence?
Same too. Because Prudence was once
an apprentice to
Vicky James. Yeah, exactly. And she's doing well.
Titi, do you know that when I asked you this question, I knew you were going to say Vicky James. I don't know. I was just expecting you to say, because I knew you were going to say Vicky James.
Okay. How did you know?
You said you have big eyes. So I was like, who could it be? No, it should be Vicky James.
Exactly.
That is what the girl would say. Yes. Interesting. Titi, like I said, it has really been an amazing time with you. Thank you so much for coming on my podcast.
You're welcome.
All right, hustlers, that's all we have for you today. I hope this episode ignites your entrepreneurial fire. I hope you continue to be consistent in whatever you do. You continue pushing. Do not give up. Rate and review this podcast using the hashtag Campus Hustlers on all social media platforms. If you're yet to subscribe, hit the subscribe button now. Until next week, stay hungry, stay focused, and keep hustling. Bye-bye.
Campus Hustlers with Fatima Zakaria.